Okay. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whenever you're watching this recording from, and good afternoon or evening to those of you that are on the platform with me now. So, straight up, I'm just going to have us straight into the outlook for this week. I'm going to try to make sure this is just within 15 minutes. So you can just jump in and jump out. So it's easier for you to watch when you will not look at it again. I find it quite cumbersome when I make it 1 hour. You're probably looking for just a specific pair. So it means you have to start scrolling. So I'm going to try to avoid that. So if you're looking at my screen right now, you can easily see that there are not a number of high impact news releases for this week. Only see a few. On Monday we have GBP bank holiday. So it means Great Britain bank holiday. So it means we might be seeing very few, if any, movement in any of those pairs. And also on Wednesday though we see a few news releases. USD, okay, just USD. And on Thursday we see a couple to CAD and NZD. Okay, I think we also have AUD and USD as well. But outside that, there is no other news release. So it's probably going to be a slow week, but let's see how it goes. Looking at investing.com, it's a little contradictory because on Monday here, investing.com says there's a GBP news. Oh, not okay. I think I missed. Yeah, I missed that. Yeah, I missed that. So yeah, exactly. It's the same thing here. Bank holiday, and we have a Euro news which we don't see on here. It's saying here medium impact, but on this one it's saying high impact. So just be on the lookout. If you're in any of those Euro pairs, just be on the lookout. So news for this week is a bit not going to be too much impact. So just you can trade. How can I put it now? Still trade carefully, but yeah, you can relax. You don't need to be a bit more. You don't have to be too. What's what I'm looking for now? Too high spirited, if that's a good word to use. Just relax. If you don't have anything, find anything to trade this week. Just rest. Let the week go. Protect what you have already traded and made since last week. Probably the upper week will see something good. I will be trading very minimally this week. So outside that, I'm going to trading view. We see the dollar. Remember, we're looking at this dollar. Been looking at it. This level, thing broke out of it, jumped up, came back, and we expected that to be a retest, but it kind of pushed back a bit into that zone. But so right now, I'm not very confident about the dollar right now. I'm just going to let it do its thing unless it breaks back above. So it broke out of it, came back and retested. We're really waiting for this level. Some of us that are in Euro USD to keep selling, but it broke back up. So I'll show you the Euro USD so you can also see what I'm trying to say. Where is my exit full screen? Chance. Okay, so now look at Euro USD. We were really waiting for this level to come in, retest this level, and then keep dropping. But what did it do? Came back and just pushed above. So it's all good. We won't chase it to let it do its thing. Why were we doing that? Because we were looking at this head and shoulder. But unfortunately it pushed higher than what we expected. So now we're looking at this level now. See, anytime price got there, dropped, got there, dropped, got there, dropped. So we're expecting this to get to this level, and then we can begin to see another push to the downside. So if I was going to take that trade, my stop loss would be somewhere around here. Not as high as that. It's probably going to be, I think, which is the highest. It could be somewhere around here because that's higher than this one. So I'm going to put it somewhere around here. But if I have enough space, I'll probably put it here. And then my TP will be somewhere around here. So we expect this to come down. Unless you just want to scalp it and you drop down to your smaller time frame and then take your TP somewhere around here. This key demand zone. Okay, but so that's what it is for that one. But if it breaks above, it's really straightforward. what you need to do is just to wait for a retest, because remember, every time price breaks out of a trend line, we expect it to retest that trend line or come back, create a form of a pullback, and then we'll TP the next available level. Wally, please, can you mute yourself, please?
Okay. Oh, sorry about that.
All right, thank you. So it breaks above a retest, and then we take our TP here for a total of how many pips if that goes up. So for a total of 160 pips. So just be on the lookout. That's the next logical place to take to TP as, because it's where price tested and bounced and broke out of and retested before dropping. So it's a structural level. That's the next available place I would logical place to take to TP at if it breaks above that. So be on the lookout on both sides. If it comes in and tests that, then we can keep seeing the downside. But if it rejects here, then definitely it's going to test here first before it might just do some consolidation on this side before, dropping or going back forward. We love consolidations. When we start seeing that's really good, means we're going to see good movement when it breaks out of it. So just be on the lookout for that. You can drop to your smaller time frame to just see, kind of have an idea of what it's doing. Like right now, look at what it's doing. Seeming like it's trying to create a double top. If it breaks above that, then that double top would cease to exist. It also seems like it wants to do a head and shoulder, so that may be something for you to look at for. So if it completes that head and shoulder, it means we're going to expect this to break above, then retest that level. It needs to break above completely, then come to retest that level, and then we'll take it to the high side. So the TP will be somewhere around here. See what I already created. So the TP will be here. Let me bring that number so you can see the level. So that will be your TP, and if you look at it, it coincides with this this area where you had reactions. So if this head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder works, then that's what we'll be looking at. So there are different places, there are different things to look out for. That test and drop, or that break above and jump, or this the break above this. The break above this will just give you another opportunity. Will give you another confirmation for you to either take the head and shoulder or to look for this level. But it's really entirely up to you. Again, you need to find a confirmation before taking it, and always use a stop loss so you don't get stopped. You don't get a massive drawdown. So this one we are looking at, the head and shoulder kind of failed as well. So remember, the head and shoulder we're all looking at. Let me load out this one, the shoulder, the head, and that second shoulder. We started trading from here, and then it dropped and then went back up. It's fine. I'm not looking for a head and shoulder anymore until it breaks below this level. This is where I'm going to start looking for selling opportunity for me, because right now it's not working for me anymore. Although I see this Gatli that is here, but I'm not really going to trade that. So I'm going to wait for price to come all the way down and break below this level. Then I can start looking for sell down to this level right here with 300 plus pips. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But for some of you, if you want to still take this, we looking at that Gatli. It's broken. So look for some form of pullback, so that you can take it down to this level for some form of pullback, or if you want to be much more conservative, wait for it to come and break this key thing happening here, this thing here. Just wait for it to break below that. If it breaks below that, then you can sell again, sell back to this level. I usually don't like, for 100 pips, I usually don't like to enter a trade when it's already begun. So if it's already begun like this, I don't care. I'm just gonna let it go. If I'm not in it from here, then I'm going to let it go until it comes back to the key support level or resistance level. So that's me. So for me, for this one, I'm not really looking to trade this one until either I see it break above this level, or come all the way back down and then break below this level or break below this level. Preferably, I want it to break below this level. So the same thing for GBP, AUD. Already they've all begun to move based on what we had analyzed, the Gatli, but I didn't enter. I missed it. So I'm just going to let them move until they come down to these levels. Then I'll start looking for more trading opportunity. This is my level. Then I look for another trading opportunity to the downside, or Probably if I see a rejection, I can trade it back to the upside. Then my TP will be somewhere around here, previous high or something, maybe there. Yeah, that's a better place to look at. So if it rejects here, probably TP to this side. I mean, trade to the upside for a counter trend. You know, for 100 pips, not too bad. AJ. I wonder why it did what it did. Look at it on the weekly. You can see we all thought this was going to be continuing to the downside, right? Broke below it. It hasn't broken that level in years, and it got to that level in 2018 March. Okay, 2018 March, but it hasn't broken it. So broke it when about how many days ago. Then we were thinking it's going to keep coming down, but what happened? Rejection. Now if you drop down to your smaller time frame, you won't see that rejection. It's not rejection, but on your weekly you can easily see. So the weekly, the higher time frame just give you a better picture of what is happening in the market. So you see that massive rejection. Now that's telling us that the downside is not sure anymore. Just start looking for opportunities on the upside. So, and you can see that massive candle. So means momentum is good. So now I'm looking for trading opportunity on the higher time frame, to the upside, not to the downside. So right now I can see that massive candle. If I was going to take this would have been my this candle here would have been my entry, but then it's been too big. So I need to see a pullback. If I want to take this trade now, the only reason why I would take this trade, if I see a pullback to this level, if this candle comes all the way back here, and then I can take it, and then my stop loss will be somewhere around here, Then I can take it to this level right here for my TP. This level, you can easily see it yourself. That's where price had reactions. So if that doesn't happen, I'm going to wait for price to do whatever it's going to do here and break above that level that I wanted to TP at. So break above that, and then I see a retest. So, and this time around I won't be waiting, and because of these things here, so you can see all these key levels here, I won't just jump in and allow it to keep running. Although I know that this is where price might be getting to, probably up somewhere around here. I won't just let it be. I would keep taking profit when I see the opportunity to do that. So that's the level I'm looking at, my final TP. Why am I looking at that level? Because of this price action. Drop to this level, come back to that level, drop to this level, come back to that level. So you keep doing that, keep trading within that range. So I'm expecting that to keep continue doing that. So I'm going to wait for price to break above that. Then I would probably TP here, or TP here, or TP here. Probably I remember what's his name now. Oluwole talked about trailing stop loss, so you could use that. If it comes to this level and you see opportunity for it to keep climbing up, your trailing stop losses and maximize your winning. But this will be maybe my final TP if I see opportunity. But to trade this, I will wait for price to break above this level, But anything happening on this side is not really, I wouldn't really bother with it because of this. I can't see an opportunity unless I drop down to my smaller time frame and start looking for things like this. Remember what I taught you guys, on previous higher highs and higher lows. This would have been an entry opportunity. So let's say I was going to trade this. Maybe I'll wait for price to come back to this level. Then I'll take a buy. But price didn't come back there, so then no opportunity. Then I'll put something here, wait for price to come back to that level for another buy. Price didn't come back, so you can see what's happening. This didn't give us any trading opportunity at all. So now what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for price to break above that. If price breaks above that, I will wait again for that level to be retested before I can buy to the next level. But as you can see, I will not take the trade if that rule is not obeyed, because that's the only confirmation I get. There's nothing here that told me price is going to, there was no pullback at all somewhere around here for me to jump in. The only pullback I saw was somewhere here, and there's no confirmation that is going to keep going up or keep coming down. The only confirmation I'll find is if it comes back to this level that its previous low or previous high that it created. Because for all I care, it could do this, it could start doing what it's doing now, right? And before I know it, and probably I think to myself, I think it's going to pull back, I think it's going to stop pulling back, and then I jump in for a buy. And what do you see? The thing drops down and then keeps dropping down. So the only sure confirmation I look for is when it comes back to the previous high, and then I can take a position there. Then another thing, reason why I do that is so that I can reduce my risk to reward, increase my risk to reward, reduce my risk and to make more reward. So if I jump in halfway, I'm shooting myself in the foot because it may not go as far. So that's that one. GBP, AU, GBP, JPY. So that one, so I started selling and buying this one a long time ago. So, but right now it's beginning to go back up. So what are we expecting? Okay. What I'm expecting. Hold on. Okay. What I'm expecting is for price. Sorry, just give me a second. I think I. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Some people said they needed to drop out. That's fine. Okay. So let's continue. So what am I expecting now? I'm expecting price to break above this. Yeah, break above this. You can see. You see, that's why we map out these things. We wait for price to break above them. Then you map them out because we need to see levels. And as you can see what's happening, that trend line is a very powerful thing. You see that thing, price got there, dropped, got there, dropped, got there, dropped. So now what are we expecting? We're expecting price to go back there. And it just so happens that it falls within a structure level. So if it comes to that level, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for a reject there and for price to start keep trading down. And if that doesn't happen, what's going to happen? The next thing is for us to see a price break above that and then retest that level. We retest that level. Now, because of the way it looks, you could decide to do this, create more lines for you just to be on the safe side, because this has levels where price got to before having reactions. So you could do that, retest, then TP somewhere here, or TP here, or TP here, depending on what you see. So if you see it, make sure you don't leave your money on the table. When you see an opportunity to TP, take it. You can re-enter if you find another opportunity, but don't leave your money on the table. So this is what I'll be looking for this week, for price to break above that. But I know on Monday we may not really see any movement because of the bank holiday. This one as well, GBP USD. In fact, this has just been dropping, but now there's a reject here and it seems as if it's going back, or this may well be a pullback. So I wouldn't really be expecting to start buying this just yet until I see maybe like if it breaks above, comes all the way and breaks above this and comes here. I could take it for a trend, counter trend trading. Take that, wait for a retest of that level, and then buy again to the upside. Look out for these levels, but this may be my final TP. But these levels probably may be opportunities for me to sell more, or even TP here if I see reactions that I'm not comfortable with. But this is my main level, this 1.34 to 60. So just let it come to that side. So, but if it keeps breaking above that, you know what to do. Let it retest that level again, and we also trade to the upside. Just follow price. Like I said on Friday, nobody has the crystal ball to know what price is going to do. We react to price. Yeah, we react. Don't predict it. Don't try to predict and say it's going to come to this level, so I'm going to put all my 1 million on top of it to make me a billionaire overnight. It's not going to work. What you want to do is just react to it. Whatever it does, you jump in and jump out when you see the opportunity to. So that's that one. But if that doesn't happen and price keeps coming down, then we are going to see these levels broken. It's just going to keep coming down. It's going to keep breaking this level. But again, remember, it's also dependent on what happens with the dollar. If the dollar weakens, then this also have a reaction. If it strengthens this as well, we have a reaction. So again, next one is the USD JPY. USD JPY. In this trade particularly, I don't like trading because it's so uncertain, But I know some people that trade it. So what I'm currently looking at is what it has here. It's creating this cipher pattern. So I'm waiting for price to go all the way back up to this level. I want it to go all the way back up to this level, and then I can start selling. Looking for selling opportunity, and that will be taking me back to this level, this level right here for 167, 160 pips, So if it breaks below that, it's coming back to this level. So, but I'm really not looking to trade this guy. But if it keeps going up, you're gonna see it get to that 113, 100 level. If it keeps going up as it's doing, if it breaks above that, obviously it's going to go to that 114, 400, level. So just be on the lookout for that one. But this hasn't given us any reason to jump in the trade. The only other reason for you to want to take this trade would be if price comes all the way back to this level. If it comes all the way back to this level now, then you might look for a buying opportunity. You could even set a buy limit somewhere here, 110, 925. So you could set a buy limit right here, and then stop loss somewhere below here, and then you could TP at the D, TP somewhere here, where you are expecting price to to drop from. So that would be that opportunity. So that's USD JPY, USD CAD. Okay, for this one as well, we're looking at that level. See, price came, bounce, came, and now we're expecting this to bounce because it hasn't broken below it. So we're expecting this to bounce. Now we are expecting it to bounce from here to go back up, and this will also created another trend line on this side just to give us more opportunities to enter. So now if this price comes here, that's what trend lines are. They are very powerful. So if this comes above, breaks above that, because as you can see what happened. Price got to that place, got to this trend line, dropped, got to it, dropped, got to it, dropped. So we're expecting price to this time around, because now you've squeezed price so much that it has no other choice but to break out somehow. It is either it breaks out to the top or it breaks out to the bottom. If it breaks out to the bottom, you know that it's coming down. If it breaks out to the top, you know that it's going up. So that's why you have all of this. In fact, this is one of those switch trades I'll be looking out for trading. So that will be my level. But again, don't be wary of these levels, because price could have reactions around them, So, but this would be my level. And if it breaks below, if it comes in, I'm really expecting price to come down. If it does that, then I'll be waiting to see a retest of that level, and then I should be able. I should see price drop even lower. Now let me see the next available downside. Let's see on the weekly. See, okay, so the next available place will probably be maybe somewhere around here, or here, key level, or here, or even here. So just be on the lookout. This will be one trade I'll be really looking at this week. So yeah. So, and that brings us to the end of this session. Other pairs, other things, I'll be looking at other pairs, but I'll be dropping them the screenshots on the platform. And if there's anyone else you want me to look at, please drop it on the platform so I can look at them for you as well. Thank you, everyone, and have a fantastic trading week.